Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you all are doing well. In this video, I'm going to be setting up my 2021 planner, and I am going to be freaking planning a few different happy planners, a few different layouts, and along with some custom items and just some various items to really get the planner that will work for me this year. So for my main catch-all planner, I am choosing between the Stephanie's Favorites 12-month vertical planner, as well as the other option is the nope, not that one. The other option is the Minnie Mouse vertical planner that is undated. So those are my two vertical layouts. I have a dashboard layout, which is the Mickey Mouse planner that's undated. I do still have the dashboard extension pack, so that's a possibility too. So those will be the section of my planner that is like my creative task and things like social media and stuff like that too. So I've got that, and then I do have still the 18-month Rongrong Fitness planner that started in July of 2020 and goes until December of 2021. So that's what I'll be using for my fitness. Okay, for my cover, you probably saw this laying there. I am going to customize my cover with a couple of things. I have planner covers. Let's see, they come like this, planner covers from Planner Press. They do frosted and clear, and this is the frosted that is in the size for the Classic Happy Planner. And so to go behind that, I just made me a really simple little spread here that has 2021 along that margin, and it is just black and white stripes on the back and washi tape along the side. And to be totally honest with you guys, this washi tape is here because I cut and punched it incorrectly the first time. So that wasn't part of my design plan, but you know, crafting, I decided I would try that. So of course I could have printed it again, but I figured I'd try this, and so we'll see. So that is the plan there. It's gonna go like that. And for disc, I have black metal disc here that I was originally thinking I definitely want it before I put the washi tape on there. We'll see if I still want those. If not, I do have some white plastic disc around here somewhere, but I also have these clear tool disc that I never used. I've had these for probably like 3 or 4 years now. Of course, I loved them when I saw them at Office Depot, had to have them, and then got them home and never used them. And then it's funny because they became really popular, and everybody started making clear disc after a while, and I still have never used the ones that I've had forever. So maybe this year, but honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards the black. I'm actually gonna go ahead and start popping these on to see if I like that. Now you probably see that the insert that I cut does extend out past these planner covers, and that is because of the way the Happy Planner punches. It goes in deeper than the punch that they use to punch this planner cover, which is not an issue because my two options here are to leave it extending, which I chose to do because I know that the Happy Planner inserts would extend, and so this would be covering that up. But obviously, if I really wanted to, I could trim that off and have it the same size. But like I said, since I know the planner inserts are going to extend, I might as well have it where it's covered up with part of the design. So I'm just checking that. Looks like we got something on there. I'm wondering, should I flip this? But for right now, we're going to keep on going, and I think, I don't know, oh, there we go. I think the black would be better than the clear. So I think I'm going to continue and pop these black disc on, and then I will start pulling the pages from my various planners to get set up. So, oh, and I'll show you guys something. Like I said, designed and printed this nice and simple cover. Another option is to use paper, like scrapbook paper. And that's kind of originally, I think, where I thought I was going when I bought this planner cover was, you know, because I have a room full of scrapbook paper. And I was like, yeah, I could always throw something behind there and use that. But like I got the inkling to go ahead and at least start off with a 2021 theme there, print there. So I've got that down and secured. I'm going to go ahead and move this. Actually, let's see. I typically work in this order or do that in the planner. So I'm going to move this whole stack just over to the side just a little bit. It's probably still in the frame, but for now, I just need it out the way. Okay, so here we go. We've got this. This is going to open like this. And I started my back. I printed it out, but honestly, I haven't decided what I want on the back side of the planner. So I didn't, of course, don't want to leave it blank. I was thinking of just doing another stripe. But I was like, also, you know, I could totally customize it because that's the whole point. I'm making it myself and I'm printing it, so I could totally make it personal to me. I thought about doing my word of the year. I actually did a spread where my word of the year is on this margin, but I just still haven't decided because I'm like, you know, even though there's nothing wrong with putting it back there, of course it should be more front and center. So I was like, what is that saying if it's on the back? It's actually, you know, something that I probably won't see that often. So even though I want it cute, I don't know if it needs to be that. So totally being indecisive there, but that's another thing about customizing your own planner is you can also work at your own pace. So I will figure that out later. The other thing that I was trying to figure out is what I'm going to do about the accessories. So typically in the past, I've always had a planner line that I was going to start my setup with. I mean, I had the planner, I had the accessory pack, I had the dashboards, I had the envelopes. Like basically it was, you know, I was buying the whole lineup for that theme or that design. And this year I didn't do that. Well, for one, Stephanie didn't have those type of accessories in the stuff that she released. And I was only able to get some of the Minnie and Mickey stuff. I did purchase these envelopes. I was able to find these at my local Joann. So this is something that's new and in my craft room. And so of course I'm kind of, you know, leaning towards using that, but I'm not sure if that's the style I wanted to go for. Now we can see that because of the black and white focus with the Minnie Mickey line, that it would look awesome. It would look really great. So that's an option, but I just don't know if that's the style that I want at the beginning of the planner. I can hold off on this because even though I always put, in the past, I've always put an envelope and sticky notes at the front of my planner, I don't always use them. And that's because right now I'm not traveling with my planner. It's not leaving the house. I am not using these currently. So that's another reason why I can just wait and decide on that later. But I do like to have a pocket up front for like loose stickers that I would use. So I was looking for a folder, and this is the one I found in my stash that's actually the best match for what I have going on. So I think I am going to go ahead and use this. I've used it before, but it still has some life in it. So I think I'm going to use that. I think that works. So that was simple. And now I'm going to go ahead and get started with this part of what I'm going to use. Actually, I'm sorry, before I do this, let's look and see if I could, what I have for other accessories, because I am going to have 4 sections to my planner. So I'm going to have the catch-all section. I'm going to have the hobby section. I'm going to have a fitness section. And I do have a budget section in my planner as well too. So I do need at least 3 dashboards that would separate those 4 sections. And so we're going to see what I can find. I did find this one. I believe this is the socialite. I think that's where that came from. So I have this one that matches the black and white. So that's exciting. I think what I'm going to use to separate the fitness is the same thing that I used last year. It is, let me grab it. It is this wet erase board that I'm not sure if this came in the fitness pack or a different pack, but I used it last year to separate out my fitness. And I thought I was going to use it for my fitness, but this didn't quite work out for me, but I do love it as a divider. And then I have a smaller page marker for the pages that'll be in that section. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in. And then when we get back to fitness, we'll just put the pages in line with that. Okay. So this section, I don't know what this one's gonna divide yet. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and grab planner pages and then we'll figure out where this goes. So I am going to start with this one. And like I said, I have these 2 options. And I think that the Minnie Mouse is really cute and it is pretty much a neutral planner. I could definitely use this as a neutral planner and wouldn't have to worry about covering up anything because that little bitty pink bow does not bother me at all. So while that's an option, I'm only leaning towards this one because it already has the dates on the paper. So I will start with this one and then decide if I want to move into that one. So I do want the beginning of this, even though I still have not figured out a good use for those pages. I do like to have them up front. I definitely refer to that yearly calendar quite often, but these I just haven't figured out the best way to use it. There's so many things that, you know, could be done here, like gratitude or even steps or just even a highlight of the day. You know, where there was one thing that was positive about the day. It could be a scripture for scripture writing. And even though I do a lot of those things, you know, I track my steps, I track, I do a gratitude, I do scripture writing. I don't know if this is the place to put it. So I still haven't used those yet since they've been coming out with them, but I like it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take January and try to get this on the disc. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and take February, of course. I always like to have at least one upcoming month in my planner. But I don't know if I can fit 4. I like to have 4 because I like the way the tabs line up. But we'll start with 3 this time around and see how much fits. So there is Catch All. And now I do definitely need a divider. This one here, both of these are undated, so I can't use the logic that I used the last time. I have to decide which one I want. Oh, this is the vertical again. Move that out the way, sorry. This one. Okay, so I have to decide which one I want. I don't know if you guys have seen this layout. So it is the dashboard layout, somewhat neutral in color. Actually, this picture shows it. I'm sorry, it's not neutral. This picture shows it in gray, but I forgot. That is actually like a light blue in the planner itself. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that, you guys. I can't even, that's a hard decision right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in fitness. And like I said, this planner started last year. So if I want the January currently page, it is on the back of that month. It throws me because I'm like, it's so weird to like open up to this, but I'm gonna see if I can actually use my currently pages this year. I think I wrote on one last year, but other than that, it didn't get used. So we'll see. I'll put it in there. We'll do 3 months of this. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. It's still not even in the right place, but flip that up. All right, so fitness is in. So another thing that I normally have in the back of my planner is also extra filler paper. And again, not having a setup collection is kind of throwing me off with that. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty of options for filler paper. I do have the Mickey Mini. I actually have 3 different types of that. And I have like a whole shelf of filler paper, not to mention numerous of happy notes that I could use filler paper from. But what I'm gonna do for a quick sec is I'm really gonna just flip through here really quickly. This is my accessory book of kind of like past setups. Ooh, and this envelope actually might work at the front of my planner. Let's see. It's weird because it's a different type of dot, and I don't know if I would like it. But that could work. Okay, so there's that. This is interesting because the so far the inserts that are in here are all like me using stuff I already had. Nothing new this year. Okay, so let's see. I was gonna go look for paper, and I do have, let's try this way. I do have this Rongrong paper. There's a few types of that. So that's an option. I do have Planner Babe paper, which Planner Babe was my setup for last year. So we'll think about that. I have Socialite paper. Socialite even has this type of divider to separate out the paper that it had behind it. And that was what came in the planner. This is the half sheet, but this is, which collection is this? This is Miss Maker. Well, and I pulled it because I'm like, I know there's some more of that in here. And so, there we go. Last option is Miss Maker. Well, not the last one, because I have even the Trendsetter paper back here. So, while I like this option, and they almost had me with this one because of the black and white, when you flip it, it's totally blue. And I don't know if I want that. Not to mention the paper's not here, so I would still have to go get more paper. Let's do, I think I might just do the Rongrong just because it's here. And I can literally just snatch all this out and that too. And a dashboard. And we'll throw this towards the back of the planner. So this is actually going to be the last dashboard. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, until I choose my back cover, is there anything else I'd rather look at? No. Okay, that works. Okay, so now we have filler paper for notes. We have our fitness section set up. Now we just need a divider. And now we just needed a decision on this. And honestly, I've got, of course, 2 ways I could go. But what I'm thinking is this is the option of me, you know, using the things that have been in my stash forever. But then this is the option of, you know, everything else is something borrowed, something blue. Something old, and then this could be my something new. So I think I am going to go with this one. And another reason why I decided to do that is because I have the 3 Mickey, Minnie, and Friends sticker books. Was there 3? There might have been 4. How many sticker books have they come out in this line? There's 4. So I have 4 sticker books, and I haven't used them yet. So this will actually encourage me. I know, of course, I could use them in any planner, but in the beginning, at least, I'm going to be tempted to use the matching stickers, especially with that blue. And that's another thing, like I said, it wasn't my favorite, but I know that those stickers will match it. So I'm going to go ahead and take, well, that's the dashboard. I forgot we don't have a calendar because it's an undated. It's an undated planner. And it's funny because this is the section that I probably would have found the most use for, that style of calendar. But no worries if I want it. I do have plenty in other sections, and we could always make another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 3 months of this. These dividers are just, they are 50% of the reason, probably 70% of the reason why I bought the planners. And it's funny because I got them at Joann's, and both of my covers are, you know, a little bit messed up. But honestly, I was like, I don't know if I even want to use the cover. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're cute, and I might do it later, but right now it's not what I was going for. So I might not use it for a while. So, okay, so now we have that part, and I'm going to go back through that book one more time to see if I want to throw in something for my budget. I'm looking at this and just checking everything. Okay. There's that. That looks nice. What I was doing was actually checking my tabs. So I like to have the left tab be the current section. I should say the current week of that section. So typically, like, this would be, you know, past January, and the page marker that would go there would be the left. And then this is my next section, which is true so far. This one is not the case because the fitness section breaks off with this type of divider. But I guess we're going to leave it at that. Now this is the currently. So we'll put this in the first week. Okay, that's in the first week. And then this is filler paper for notes. So that part works. I'm going to put budget behind fitness only because I should be in the fitness every day and the budget not necessarily as often. So let's go ahead and see if I have a dashboard that I want to use for that. I do prefer for it to be a full-length dashboard, so I have 2 Planner Babe dashboards. That's awesome. Also have Socialite. You know what? I think I'm gonna throw it back to Socialite. Oh, especially since this one says expenses. I'm gonna use this, and in that part, I use this one as my currently piece. All right. So once again, this is one of those wet erase boards. I don't use them because it does rub off onto whatever's up against it. And that is quite annoying. And my solution to that is just to put something, you know, in front of it or behind it that doesn't, that would wipe off as well. So, like an acetate or something like that. So if I do decide to use this, I would do that. But technically, I don't know, it just works for me better to actually write it on paper. Because this is I don't know, it's just not as comfortable to write on. But it makes a good divider. So now we have a section for budgets. And I do my own budget pages. Actually, I do a combination of things in my budget section. I do have a couple of pages that I print, that I designed and I print myself to go for, to work with the way I budget. And then I also just use filler paper and literally just write in my expenses and expenses versus income for the month, because it's that's a really simple thing I do. You know, one side is that budget layout as far as the good overview of what you expect to come in, what you expect to go out, and what the difference is, along with how much I'm going to be saving that month. That's all on one page and every month. And then on the back of the page is where I'll list the expenses for the month and what category they go into, and keep a kind of total going there on what's left in those categories. Not sure if that made sense, but basically I'm trying to say that it's pretty simple for me, and I just draw that out every month. So I now have a place to put it once I print my starter pages. My starter pages is I do a cover and I do my yearly savings tracker. I do my, what could you call it? My payoff plan for the bill that I'm currently snowballing. And then after that, it's monthly expense pages. So that's what's going to go in there. I got to get those ready for 2021. But other than that, I think the planner is set up and good to go. So let's go ahead and give it one last flip through. Again, we have our frosted cover with our custom 2021 design behind it. Nice and simple on the front, stripes on the inside. We have an envelope from Rongrong collection. We have a pocket folder from one of the early accessory packs that came out. And then we have our catch-all planner. I meant to go ahead and cut my vinyls and do my name before I started this video, but I didn't get to it. So I will come back and put my name in my planner. No, I don't write it. But yeah, I don't write it. I typically just use vinyl or planner sticker or print and cut sticker that I make myself. So that's what's going to go in there. But I have that for 3 months. And just to give you a quick look, I'll be using a vertical spread layout again for my catch-all planner. The next section will be my create or creative hobby / social media planner. I will be using a dashboard layout, and I'm using the Happy Planner Mickey planner that's undated. So that is what I'll be using there. So this is what those pages look like. That is that section. Flip one more time, and I'm catching both of these, and that's why I don't like them to be that way. So let's see here. There we go. So now we have our fitness section, and it opens up all weird, but I do have my fitness dashboard here. Not dashboard, vision board that I did kind of late in the year last year, so it all is still relevant. So I'm going to put that there, and then that's what that'll flip open to. So that's better. And then if we flip there, and it matches, look at that. Okay, so then we've got that, and we've got the Rongrong planner for those inserts. So that's awesome. We've got 3 months of that. And then behind the expenses tab will be my budget section. And then behind this last tab is some filler paper for notes. Sometimes I come back here and take notes, but typically I'll just yank these out and then go put them into the section that the notes pertain to. So, and then we have the back of the planner. Currently looks like this, nice and plain. But like I said, I'm going to create an insert. If nothing else, it will be the stripes like that. But maybe something custom to what I want back there. So there is the 2021 planner that I will be starting the year with. Let me know down in the comments what planner you guys are using for 2021 and whether or not you put together a Franklin planning or Franklin Plans planner to customize your needs for this coming year. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching.